Hi, Nicole Johnson from the Baby Sleep site here today. And today I have tips on late bedtimes for toddlers in the summer. But before we get to that, please like and subscribe this video. I'm making a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can help me out on that, that would be great. So yeah, let's get to it. So in the summer, usually starting in May, I start getting emails about my child or my toddler is fighting bedtime, going to bed late, staying awake too long, that kind of thing. And that is because in the summer we do start to see late bedtimes. So the number one thing to keep in mind is light stimulating our eyes is what signals our brain to wake or sleep, and that's what sets our internal clock, right? And so one thing that happens in the summer is that the sun sets later and then it rises earlier, and our nights are much shorter. So in the fall and the winter, we typically have longer nights in terms of sleep for our children. And during the summer, we often have shorter nights, and they generally get less sleep, or they might take longer naps to compensate for the shorter nights. So now some people are more sensitive than others to the sunlight. So let's say the sun isn't setting until 9 p.m. Some children will start pushing their bedtime all the way to 9 p.m. Some might push it a little bit later. Let's say they normally go to bed at 7 p.m. Sometimes they might start pushing it just till 8 p.m. instead. So now there's not too much you can do about this. It's more about setting your expectations. Now, some people will say, well, I put him to bed and he's in the dark, but the way our brains work, we need at least an hour for us to start feeling like we're going to get sleepy because it's dark. So if you really wanted to, you can try to kind of darken the house from, let's say, 7 to 8 or 6 to 7 so that they can go to bed on time. But unfortunately, what happens is it's hard to do that every single day. And so our internal clocks are very strong, and that's just how our bodies work. So it doesn't always work. But the one it doesn't work to put them to bed earlier. However, if you know this, and then you can just kind of relieve the pressure, plan to have a later bedtime in the summer, so that way you're not kind of spinning your wheels trying to put them to bed at 7 and they're not going to sleep till 8 or 8:30, and it's very frustrating for everyone. They're upset, you're upset, and it's just kind of a long process. Instead, enjoy your evening, have fun from 7 to 8, and then start your bedtime, so that way you're not kind of getting frustrated with them and getting upset. Now, in general, they should still kind of get enough sleep, maybe compensate sleeping a little later in the morning. You could put room darkening blinds or curtains up to make sure that it's staying dark in the morning. That sometimes helps. If not, try to encourage a longer nap if they're still napping. Sometimes that helps as well. So I hope those tips are helpful for those of you struggling with the late summer bedtimes. Once again, my name is Nicole Johnson from the Baby Sleep site. Like and subscribe this video, and I will keep doing more tips. Thank you very much. Bye.